Erik Peterson on Williston Trending Topics, News Radio Live.
Megalante brings you the news this morning in the 8 o'clock hour. It's 8:12 and we hop skip across the country to Scottsdale, Arizona. Erik Peterson, Proven Realty EXP, is with us. Good morning, Erik. How are you doing?
Excellent today, Tom. It's a beautiful day down here and a lot warmer than the 9 degrees in Williston.
Yeah, I bet it is. And it's going to be beautiful for you for the next couple of days. But let's talk a little bit about Williston real estate. You have your finger on the pulse of it. What's the deal with mortgages this week?
Yeah, mortgages trended down a little bit, and then they've had some pressure on the upside based on where Fed funds rates are. As we talked the last couple of weeks, the Fed's planning on continuing to raise interest rates, and that's definitely putting pressure. But how it's been affecting the buyers is really yet to be seen. But in Williston, I can tell you it's a strong market. There's a lot of competition. And now that the snow is still, kind of hanging around, people are finally getting a little stir crazy and looking to make some moves and improve their housing situation.
And what about the Fed? I understand the Fed is talking about doing more upcoming months ahead. Is the real estate market accepting that? Well, they got to accept it, but how are they receiving it?
Yeah, receiving it is one thing, and I think everybody's just dealing with the new norm, if you will, now, and there's been a big rush to lock in rates before they head back up. As we discussed, the Fed is planning on raising rates again, so that's going to continue to put that pressure on. They've also been bailing out these banks, as you know, so that's like printing money and going to add to the inflationary pressure, which, as you know, that's exactly why the Fed raises interest rates. They are now starting to get significant public outcry and criticism for those from the banks that are saying, you know what, don't raise the rates. We'll kind of handle it on our own, and it's really a bad idea. But right now, at least in Williston, it's been really resilient. The rest of the country's off 20, 30, 40% in sales. Home prices are starting to come down. Down in Scottsdale, Arizona this week with 200 of the best real estate minds around the country. Really looking forward to figuring out how it's affecting their area. But I can tell you all is good on the western front of North Dakota.
So let's talk a little bit about the banks, because nationwide we're hearing that these smaller regional banks are having trouble because people are taking their money out and moving it into the bigger, conceivably more protected banks. But here in Williston, you've suggested often that folks find a local lender to deal with their home. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I would recommend that, not only just to have a better chance of getting it across the finish line. The locals know how to loan on it. The underwriters are not as nervous about the cyclical nature of the oil markets and just how things kind of bounce around a little bit extra here. So go with a local lender. I had the opportunity at a fundraiser this weekend to talk to the president of a local bank, and I asked him that exact question. And I said, hey, how are you guys holding up? How do you see things going in the future? And he alluded to the fact that they're in great financial shape. They have a lot of money on deposits. Their loans are very conservative in nature, and they don't have that tech angle like a lot of these banks in Silicon Valley, for example, where really only 10 to 15% of the loans were on tangible real estate assets, and all the rest were on tech startups, a lot of crypto exposure. The North Dakota banks are very conservative, Tom. That's helped, ride out the ups and downs of the oil markets. But more importantly, they're in good financial position to make loans, and in most cases can get you a lot better loan than some of these bigger banks. So yes, keep your money local, keep it with the pros that have been doing it over 100 years. And there's something about sitting down with somebody face to face and getting that enhanced experience and better service that really helps you make those better quality decisions. And obviously buying a house is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life, so don't take it lightly.
You mentioned the local banks, sitting down and talking with them. There are several local banks in town that you can choose from. I happen to bank at Gate City Bank, and it's a pleasure to go in there and talk with Carrie and some of the other people that are there. They know you by name. We know them by name. It makes a difference.
Yeah, it sure does. That they know when you're coming in. Obviously, having deposits really helps. And a lot of these local banks will give you a discount on your loan rate if you keep a deposit account there. They want you to have incentive to use them. The service is fantastic. I personally use 4 different local banks as well. I like to kind of spread the wealth and build those relationships. They're all a little different, but they're really good, solid people.
So if you're looking to buy, what's the climate right now for buyers?
Yeah, it's a very competitive market. Get your pre-approvals in. Make sure that you're using a really good updated property search website. I like ours as it's updated every 15 minutes. That's provenrealtynDsearch.com. Get the pre-approval. Get a trusted advisor on your real estate team that can keep you up to date. Go do some tours, pick a couple of houses that you like, and when you find one that you like, put in an aggressive offer on it. We're seeing houses in the Williston area trading at about 98 to 99% of list price. But in those lower price points, Tom, we're seeing a lot of demand and stuff has been trading over asking price, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 over the actual asking price. So don't be surprised about that. We've had 47 deals on our team cross the finish line in the first quarter alone. We're coming up on the end of it this Friday. I think we have 3 more closings. So we're going to do 50 deals in the first quarter. That's significant, somewhere around 20 million. And we don't see that slowing down anytime soon.
As a seller, how important is it that you land at the right price?
Yeah, it's critical. Really, in the first 10 to 15 days, if you're not getting significant action, we recommend a price improvement, especially in those kind of mid-range prices that are above the FHA loan limit. Anything above and beyond that, you should be aggressive, but give it a little more time. But yeah, if you are not getting action, you're going to want to reduce systematically those prices that your asking price, so that you can get action on it. Everybody, the very first thing that people look at is days on the market. And if it starts getting longer on days on the market, people will really think either A, there's something wrong with the house, or maybe I could get a better deal. So get your house cleaned, make it look good, declutter it, market it by taking phenomenal pictures, get really 3D Matterports for those that can't make it in to do virtual tour, be really aggressive with your marketing channels and hit all the places. Open houses have been starting to get better as the weather picks up and some of these kids hockey and basketball and volleyball and other sports activities end. People are not traveling on the road as much as they do this time of year. So yeah, find the house you want, make an offer, and then make sure that you can get that across the finish line.
Talk for a minute to the buyer who is from out of town, new to the area, maybe making more money than he or she is used to making. So their household income has gone up dramatically, but their credit score is still low. Help them plan ahead so that they can qualify for a loan down the line. What should they be doing?
Yes, I've seen a lot of our clients in that exact same shoes. You really need to focus on your credit score and your credit itself. Pull up, you can go to freecreditreport.org. You can pull your credit report, make sure that there's no bad findings on there. If you have any unpaid debts, get them paid off as quickly as you can, and then just work on saving your money to come up with that down payment. Significant for those folks with down payment problems that maybe can't come up with the cash or maybe have bad credit. There's new programs out there depending on the type of home that you buy for some down payment assistance. And there's really no hard credit score for all of the loans out there. And just because you have bad credit doesn't mean you can't get into a loan. You might be able to have to pay a little bit more of an interest rate, but you could qualify. But make sure to talk to your local lender for your approvals.
Is there a floor which says, okay, you can't help you right now, you need to improve your credit first?
Yeah, I would say getting over the 600 really of a credit score really improves your odds, but there's programs for others that are less than that. And then going out to hire one of these legitimate credit repair agencies is very sage advice as well. You want to do whatever you can to have these third-party companies go to bat for you that have the time to either challenge these credit issues by sending out letters to your former creditors to help you enhance and bring up your credit score, or advise you on what debts to pay down first. And there's a whole list of things, and we have a couple of those blogs on our website on all the bad things that you should do to reduce your chances of buying a house. A lot of people don't realize if you close a credit card account, it could impact your credit score negatively.
Erik Peterson, Proven Realty EXP, with us every Tuesday morning in the 8 o'clock block. talking real estate in Williston and Williams County and McKenzie County as well. Erik, tell them how to find you.
Yeah, you can find us on provenrealtynd.com, or you can call me at 701-369-3949. And I just wanted to tell everybody the great news, especially for those first-time home buyers. One of the biggest hurdles when you're qualifying for a loan to get approval is they do a debt-to-income ratio analysis. They take a look at all your debts to make sure you could afford the house. One of those hassles is mortgage insurance. And it's one of those things nobody likes to pay. Until you get 20% equity in your house, you're going to pay insurance to a third-party company in case you can't make the payment. That will help protect the banks. They just announced a great program through the FHA. When you put your 3.5% down, now there's significant savings on your mortgage insurance, Tom. It's pretty exciting. And that just went into effect on March 20th, just last week. So if you're looking to buy after that date, that's going to save you, I would say, $500 to $1,000 a year.
I imagine they can contact you folks for more information on that.
Yep, we'd love to help out any way we can.
Have a great week. Thanks for stopping by, and have fun in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah, it's going to be 80 today. I don't want to brag, but I'm really excited. That cold in North Dakota just sucks the life out of you. So you have a good day as well.
Erik Peterson, Proven Realty EXP, with us every Tuesday morning.